Hello friends, you are on the channel Quotes of Great Men. Enjoy watching. Psychological or spiritual development always requires a greater capacity for anxiety and ambiguity. Astrology is assured of recognition from psychology without further restrictions, because astrology represents the summation of all the psychological knowledge of antiquity. Had I left those images hidden in the emotions, I might have been torn to pieces by them. Sentimentality is a superstructure covering brutality. The secret is that only that which can destroy itself is truly alive. Space flights are merely an escape, a fleeing away from oneself, because it is easier to go to Mars or to the moon than it is to penetrate one's own being. Every transformation demands as its precondition the ending of a world, the collapse of an old philosophy of life. Whatever we look at, and however we look at it, we see only through our own eyes. Explore daily the will of God. Real liberation comes not from glossing over or repressing painful states of feeling, but only from experiencing them to the full. Man cannot stand a meaningless life. We have forgotten the age-old fact that God speaks chiefly through dreams and visions. Know all the theories, master all the techniques, but as you touch a human soul, be just another human soul. Creative power is mightier than its possessor. For better to come, good must stand aside. The wrong we have done, thought, or intended will wreak its vengeance on our souls. Intuition does not denote something contrary to reason, but something outside of the province of reason. One of the main functions of organized religion is to protect people against the direct experience of God. In such doubtful matters, where you have to work as a pioneer, you must be able to put some trust in your intuition and follow your feeling even at the risk of going wrong. People will do anything, no matter how absurd, in order to avoid facing their own soul. One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. One who looks outside dreams. One who looks inside awakens. His retreat into himself is not a final renunciation of the world, but a search for quietude, where alone it is possible for him to make his contribution to the life of the community. Intuition is perception via the unconscious. We often dream about people from whom we receive a letter by the next post. I have ascertained on several occasions that at the moment when a dream occurred, the letter was already lying in the post office of the addressee. My speech is imperfect, not because I want to shine with words, but out of the impossibility of finding those words, I speak in images. With nothing else can I express the words from the depths. In each of us there is another whom we do not know. Neurosis is the suffering of a soul which has not discovered its meaning. For two personalities to meet is like mixing two chemical substances. If there is any combination at all, both are transformed. A particularly beautiful woman is a source of terror. As a rule, a beautiful woman is a terrible disappointment. The achievement of psychological maturity is an individual task, and so is increasingly difficult today when man's individuality is threatened by widespread conformity. The life that I could still live, I should live, and the thoughts that I could still think, I should think. You open the gates of the soul to let the dark flood of chaos flow into your order and meaning. If you marry the order to the chaos, you produce the divine child, the supreme meaning beyond meaning and meaninglessness. But if you have nothing at all to create, then perhaps you create yourself. The creative mind plays with the object it loves. The least of things with a meaning is worth more in life than the greatest of things without it. Man needs difficulties. They are necessary for health. What we do not make conscious emerges later as fate. Man, as we realize if we reflect for a moment, never perceives anything fully or comprehends anything completely. Nature has no use for the plea that one did not know God. What did you do as a child that made the hours pass like minutes? Herein lies the key to your earthly pursuits. The kernel of all jealousy is lack of love. The doctor is effective only when he himself is affected. Only the wounded physician heals. Thanks for watching. Check out these educational videos too.